Today, I'm going to talk about enabling Dynamics 365 sales as an application directly inside M365 Copilot. Using the MCP capabilities, what we can do here, bigger picture, is bring CRM directly into the flow of work inside M365 Copilot with the forms and the views and everything that you know and love directly inside the chat experiences. So, let me show you how to set that up. Let's take a look and we'll get you going on this one. Okay, so what I'm looking at is my Sales Hub as an application inside M365 Copilot, and I have a series of prompts that I can use. I'm also connected to my primary Dynamics 365 environment, and obviously you can configure and choose which environment to connect to. I have all the same great capabilities that I have in CoWork and Copilot around images and files and skilling. But today, what I simply want to do is create a new opportunity. I'm going to type that in, and what you'll see happen is the MCP servers that are part of this application kick into gear. And you can see now I've got my opportunity form showing up. It's my standard opportunity form, and I can interact with this and create a record. So I'm going to say this is my tech opportunity. It's a item-based order type. I'm going to meet with Abby Gardner, and this is my Fabricam account. And I'll say this is a $50,000 budget. The great thing with this is that if you have business rules that are running, those business rules will also continue to fire in order to be able to do things like recommended fields or default values. Client-side script will not run. I tested that extensively. So if you're using JavaScript, that will not run in this case. But certainly you can use business rules with the entity settings on to trigger those. But now I've got my opportunity. I'm going to click Save. And that is as good as saved into Dynamics 365 real time connected to my primary instance. And you can see that is saved. I also have the ability to obviously do updates. If I want to say I want to update my um, first aid opportunity at Fabricam, it also has the ability to go and search and find and list out different opportunities as well, or any other record in the system. Excellent. So it found my opportunity, and you can see all of the values are filled in. And if I want to come in and make some changes, same thing, I can actually do that. And that will commit that change to Dynamics. Let's also do one more thing, list out my top 5 opportunities. Again, we'll just keep using opportunities for examples. It has the ability to understand views and list those as well. Excellent. There we go. Not quite top 5, but you get the idea that we have the ability to work with views. So why am I showing you this? This is interesting, as I said, to be able to bring this into the flow of work. It also can be a delegate agent of other agents. So Sales Hub is a connected agent to my sales agent, which is connected to Dynamics. So again, less proliferation of agents, bringing them together in a connected way, I can start to interact and use experiences like this. So how did I set this up? Let's go and take a look. So in order to set this up, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Sales Hub application in the Maker portal. Going to go into settings, and I'm going to go down to upcoming. And depending on time you're watching this setting may have moved into features. But what we're looking for is enabling your app in the M365 Copilot. Now, what that's going to do is allow the App MCP settings and allow us to package up the manifest that we can deploy into Agent 365. So I'm going to click on Open App MCP, and it will take me into the App MCP preview. I'm going to click on Set up an MCP, and we get a series of different things that we can do. One is I can take it verbatim. I can download the manifest package, and I'll be able to put that straight into Agent 365. The other thing which I love is that I can use custom tools. And I had an attempt at creating one here. I didn't admittedly spend a lot of time on this, but if I want to create a custom tool, it will take me into the custom tool settings, and I can describe the instructions and the intended response that I want to get by prompting and adding content and testing that out with different models. The example I created here is I put in an instruction here around adding opportunity notes. So when someone hangs up the phone on a sales call, allow them to quickly and easily and seamlessly add notes into an existing opportunity. And you can see I provided some instructions with a little bit of help from Copilot on how I could craft that particular instruction to make that easy and simple. Once I'm done with that, I've got my instructions, I've got my custom tools. All I'm going to do is download that app package. And now we have that file. If I pop over to the M365 Admin Center, and again, you'll need the necessary permissions to be able to access this, what we're looking for is Agent 365, where I can configure and manage all of my agents. And you can see I already have the Sales Hub sitting in here as an agent. If I pop that open, what you will be able to do, obviously with the correct permissions, is set this agent up. I have the ability to ring fence the application for certain users, so I can apply it to everybody or specific groups. I have the ability on what it can do and what it can read around a connectivity standpoint. I have security permissions around purview and protections that I can implement if I need to control that a little further. The Entra ID permissions as well. So some measurability here around usage as well, which is quite nice. Obviously, more analytics, the better. Then you can look at the adoption of this particular agent. But that's the basic setup of the Sales Hub app, which we will deploy as an agent. With that downloaded file that you have, if you come into Agent 365 like I did, come into the three dots up the top right, click Add Agent, and then go ahead and choose your file. And you can see mine is already deployed. We'll take the manifest, upload, and then you'll be able to publish it to a select group of users like you saw before, and review and finish. Once that is done, it'll take some time. For me, it actually took about 24 hours for this to fully federate and arrive inside M365 for me. And then I was able to pin it as one of my favorite agents that I could use and interact with. So that's all today from me. Thanks, folks. Hopefully, you're able to see that I brought Dynamics 365 sales directly into M365 Copilot in my chats, and I was able to interact with the forms and the views in my data where I'm getting things done as part of that rich chat experience. Now, I want to shout out to another solution engineer at Microsoft named Falco Osterman. He's a European solution engineer who inspired me to make this video and also was a huge help in me getting this set up initially when we were previewing this and getting things going. So thank you, Falco. I really appreciate your efforts here. That's all from me today. I will see you on the next one. Thanks, folks.